Hi everyone. After I completed the leadership questionnaire, I was left somewhat confused. Surprisingly, I scored highest in the interpersonal and conceptual leadership categories, where I received 21 for interpersonal and 19 for conceptual. I received 15 in the administrative category, where I actually thought I would do best. My strongest single attributes were the ability to be detail-oriented, also the ability to read people well, and to problem solve. I feel that I am very strong at the ability to respect my opponent's viewpoint during a conflict and to strive to formulate a consensus in conflict situations. Lastly, I believe I possess the attribute of flexibility, both in life and in the workplace. However, I have not always been flexible. I believe that age has allowed me to learn flexibility and life experience as well. Now I'll discuss the staffing skills or what I would do in staffing situations. So a review of my staffing philosophy, hypothetically, would be twofold. First off, I would plan using whatever hospital model was given to me according to ratios and finances. But more importantly, I would work on retention and the treatment of the employees so as to avoid turnover. I've seen problems in my own organization over the past year where management or lack thereof has caused turnover. Our textbook describes 4 management systems that are vital to effective and productive outcomes. I would most definitely try to strive to function as a participative manager where I'd be visible and involved, close to the customer, and hands-on as possible. Leading by example and trust would be central to how I would retain staff. I believe it is so important to allow autonomy without fear of mistakes because one does their best work with an anxiety-free environment, in my opinion. And regarding the article that I read about on interdisciplinary or transdisciplinary approaches, so the article I read was about problem solving in healthcare using an interdisciplinary approach, where the results and gains beyond what would be expected or results sometimes are new and exciting. An example that the book gave was, the article was that 2 plus 2 might equal 6, or 3 plus 3 may turn out to be yellow. This article describes the results of a workshop designed to explore 4 methods. 1 is deep dives, 2 explicitly interdisciplinary framework for problem solving. The third would be exercises of improv theater, and the fourth would be rapid sketching and visualization. Specifically, I thought that sketching and visualization method was unique in bringing people together to brainstorm new ideas and to solve problems. And I believe that I would use this method as a nurse manager to bring the unit together, 1, to break the ice, and 2, to develop ways of increasing satisfaction among employees, which in turn would increase satisfaction in the customers or the patients and retainment of employees. And lastly, I'll discuss the preference and the management role for the organization that I found, or the chart that I found on an organization. I was not able to obtain a chart on my specific hospital, So therefore, I found 2 charts, and I've attached them in this blog. In studying these charts and assuming I were a manager of a unit similar to mine, I would need to have a good working relationship with the managers of all the units within the hospital, and I would report directly to the chief nurse officer. This, I believe, is what they call a horizontal structure rather than a pyramid structure. And according to the book, horizontal and flat structures facilitate less rigid controls, more freedom is available to the employees. My preference, of course, would be the horizontal structure because less bureaucracy means more time dedicated to doing the job at hand for a successful outcome rather than wasting time reporting to multiple levels of management who actually have no idea what the actual job is and what the needs are to accomplish it. I firmly believe that you must do the job yourself in order to know how exactly to improve it. Thank you for listening. Good night.